Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Keep my head up when I act, head up, that's a fact. Never looking back, I'ma keep myself on track. Keep my head up, staying strong, always moving on. Feel I don't belong, tell my thoughts to move along. Push myself to be the best, die with no regrets.
Hey guys, I'm working the part. Psych. We're really doing this again. You guys know that 58.9% of you aren't subscribed. Like, what's going on? It's so easy. And look, here's a clip right now if you don't believe me. Anyway, there's going to be a clip the entire part probably. But anyway, you guys are going to have 5 seconds to like, subscribe, and comment down below, done it. If you comment down below, like, subscribe in that 5 seconds, or you have bad luck for the rest of your life. Other than that, I hope you guys do enjoy the video, and yeah, let's get into it. Hey guys, and welcome to, what part is this? Oh, how can I forget? You know I'm joking. Welcome to part, one sec guys, my computer just went black. If you can still hear me, oh, we're back. Welcome to part 2 of What If Naruto Made a Deal with the Devil. Okay, well, you might have saw my post about the Mastered Ultra Instinct tab. And yes, someone decided to message me on Discord when I was talking about remaking them and said, don't you dare remake Master Ultra Instinct, you're not even allowed to continue it. And I just made fun of them and I started laughing and says, why not? And they said, because I've made 2 parts of it already and you haven't made 1. And I'm like, wait, you do realise I've made 5? And you do know that because you told me to continue it, not to even continue. And he was like, he didn't reply for ages, and he replied again, well, my one's going to get less use, so don't you dare continue it or I'll get yours taken down. And I said, you really want to play that game? I own the idea, I'll get your entire series taken down. And he stopped replying, so I'm making it out of spite. It was going to be a different series, but he screwed himself. Anyway, first thing first, 30 likes for the next part. And let's jump in where we left off. Where we left off is Sasuke attacked Naruto. And Naruto, the devil, or Lucifer, Naruto's half soul, which if you watched part 1 you'd know, came out and blocked the attack itself and warned Sasuke not to mess with Naruto, not to hurt his feelings or he will regret it. And Sasuke just shivered a bit and walked off. Okay, today, time skip. Today is the day that Naruto is graduating. Naruto made the clone jutsu perfectly, but so did Sasuke, and they couldn't pick a Rookie of the Year for which they pick every year when someone graduates. It was either Sasuke or Naruto, as Naruto went from being one of the worst students to the best students. And due to this, they couldn't really just choose Sasuke, so they decided to put up a fight. They went to the arena in the academy and said, Naruto versus Sasuke. Whoever got knocked out first or is unable to continue will lose, and the winner will become Rookie of the Year. Sorry guys if you hear this. One sec. Cover your ears, I need to do something. Sorry about that, I really am. My mic keeps on like falling. There we go, I fixed it. I need to tighten the clamp, that's what all that noise was. Anyway, Sasuke shivers a bit thinking about fighting Naruto, but he gets this thought out of his head and thinks if he wants to beat Itachi, he needs to beat Naruto. And Naruto just thinks, so I get to fight him. Whatever. But Naruto didn't realise that he said whatever out loud, and Iruka starts saying, what was that, Naruto? And he just looks at Iruka with one of his red eyes, and it glows a bit. Naruto is using one of his abilities he doesn't really know about yet. It's called Bloodlust. and it's what animals use in the wild. Like, the 1 second, guys, because Discord's being a pleb. I muted all notifications of Discord, and I don't know why they're doing more. Okay, that's really is annoying. I am muting it. Oh my god, I swear my settings are on where I don't get any notifications. User settings. Notifications. Duh. That. There we go. That should stop it. If it doesn't, I'll have to fix it later. Now let me full on close Discord. Oh, I muted the message. Oh no, I didn't. There we go. So guys, yeah, Bloodlust is basically an ability that's used in real life. Say an alpha with a pack of wolves, then alpha is the one who's in charge and the only male. When someone tries to stand up from him, well, they're not always the only males. When someone in his pack tries to stand up to him and take control, or another wolf from outside the pack comes, a male mostly, they can use this ability to stop even a fight happening, but it doesn't always work. But he does this by snarling and letting out his animal instincts, and it can most of the time scare the other wolf off if it's a weak wolf. But if they're both like strong wolves, which alphas normally are, then they will still fight. Anyway, this is not a science lesson. This scares Naruto off a bit, and he stops yelling at Naruto. They walk to the arena. And Naruto explains also, if you go out of bounds, the fight's over. Or if you're out of bounds for 10 seconds, the fight's over. And they bow and begin. Instead of what Sasuke expected, Naruto flips backwards and is a few steps away from the edge of the arena. He starts stretching. Sasuke takes this as Naruto mocking him and yells, "Stop mocking me, Naruto!" Naruto is ignoring him, and Sasuke keeps on going on and on and on. And he, in the end, yells, "Naruto!" Naruto then yells back,
"If you yell Naruto, if you yell my name even one more time, I swear to God I will snap your neck. What, are you obsessed with me?"
All the girls start yelling at Naruto, saying, "Don't talk to our Sasuke like that," and he yells back,
"That goes to you two, one more peep at you lot, and I'll snap your necks as well."
Naruto's eyes flashing. It's always red, but it glows. And the glow's going off and on as he yells, and this scares everyone. Sasuke suddenly goes really quiet along with everyone else, and Naruto gets in a fighting stance. Sasuke chucks a kunai at Naruto, but all of a sudden it stops flying midair before it even gets halfway to Naruto. Sasuke's wonder what just happened, so he starts throwing a bunch, and it repeatedly happens. Then he looks at Naruto. His hand is slightly glowing a reddish black colour, and then he looks at the kunais. Each one suddenly gets that aura for a split second. He then realises Naruto somehow controlling the kunai. Naruto's been training with Lucifer. Even though it's just been for a few years, a few months, Naruto has mastered quite a few abilities and is starting to learn some powerful ones. One of the ones he's easily mastered is telekinesis, the ability to move objects with your mind. And Naruto quite enjoys this ability because watch people freak out as people still chuck stuff at him. But Naruto makes it stop mid-air, or sometimes he makes it curve a bit and it flies back at them. This is one of Naruto's favourite abilities. Sasuke then realises, "What, are you scared of me trying to egg Naruto on?" At that moment, 3 of the kunai on the ground fly towards him, giving off the same aura as the others when they get stopped. Sasuke realises though that Naruto's telekinesis is far stronger than he thought. He doesn't even know it's telekinesis, he thinks it's some kind of trick. Sasuke just thought he could stop stuff coming at him, he didn't think he would be able to chuck it back. So Sasuke hits it away with his kunai, but they just keep on flying back. It's only 3, but it feels like hundreds just flying away from him. After Naruto stops using telekinesis, Sasuke's already tired. And Naruto yells out, "Do you want to give up?" Naruto yells out, "Do you want to give up, Sasuke?" And Sasuke just spits on the ground and says, "Don't underestimate me." Naruto says, "Fine by me." Sasuke does handstands for a fireball, which shocks Naruto a bit. He didn't expect this from Sasuke. And he shoots it. Naruto just jumps over it until where he sees Sasuke a few feet away, and he launches another one. Naruto knows that if he keeps on jumping away, that Sasuke will either just get tired, and he won't let it go, and he just say that Naruto got lucky. So Naruto puts out his hand, and yet again the red-black flame appears, and he shoots his own fireball. This shocks everyone, especially Iruka. Sorry guys, I lost my train of thought. I was mute my iPad. And his flame burns through Sasuke's one. And before it reaches him, it just stops. He looks at Naruto's hand and sees Naruto sort of holding the flame. It flies back into Naruto's hand. And Naruto says, "Do you want to give up yet, Sasuke?" with a bit more anger in his voice. Sasuke yells no. And what Naruto didn't know, that Sasuke has requested special training with the Hokage. So Sasuke's slowly learning how to imbue his chakra natures in his weapons. And Naruto looks at Sasuke's kunai. It is slightly glowing orange from the heat, and he chucks it at Naruto. Naruto dodges it, but a slight burn appears on his face. And Lucifer giggles in his mind and says,
The irony. The person who's meant to be the next ruler of hell getting burnt. We'll have to fix that.
The burn quickly heals over, shocking quite a few people. And then Lucifer whispers into Naruto's ear, I'm not using the voice change for this one, and says, "I just changed up your DNA a bit, you're immune to fire now. And all heat." Naruto says, "Thank you." But everyone's wondering who he's talking to. Sasuke knows though, and he says, "Oh, is that Lucifer?" Naruto's smile goes from no emotion to anger real quick, and his right eye fully glows red. And he says under his breath, with his darker voice,
"Keep your mouth shut about Lucifer."
Sasuke shivers a bit and says, "Okay." And and then Naruto just starts walking towards Sasuke slowly. Sasuke thinks in his mind he's a monster, and he charges towards him, trying to use taijutsu. Every kick, every punch, Naruto's either parrying or blocking, or sometimes he even steps to the side of it and pushes it, making Sasuke lose his balance. This time he does make Sasuke lose his balance, and instead of just letting him fall, a kick flies up, kicking Sasuke in the stomach, sending him flying. He rolls on the ground, bounces off it, nearly flies out of the arena, until he manages to tie some wire to a kunai, chucks it into the ground and pulls himself back. This cuts up his hands though, and he starts bleeding quite a bit. Naruto smiles and says, "Are you done yet? Do you want to give up?" Sasuke just yells out, "Don't underestimate me!" And he flies towards Naruto, moving as fast as he can, using his bastard chakra to boost him. But he hasn't mastered this yet, so it isn't even that much of a boost. But it still impresses Naruto slightly. And Naruto says to Lucifer, "Hey Lucifer, can we do that?" And Lucifer says,
"Yeah, sure, but we don't need to use chakra."
A red aura starts coming off Naruto, but then a bit of black mixes in. And Naruto moves, but he disappears in a flash and barely stops himself from flying out the arena. He mutters under his breath, "Could have warned me, Lucifer." Sasuke's shocked at the speed, so is Iruka and everyone else. Naruto says, "See Sasuke, this is true power. None of your stupid training with the Hokage. That stupid old man couldn't make you as strong as me, even with 20 years. Even if I stayed my age and you went gauge 20 years, and if you trained every day, you wouldn't even match my power that I have now. Sasuke's eyes suddenly glow red, and Naruto thinks, wait, is another devil contacting him? And Lucifer says, no, it must be a demon. But don't worry, Naruto, that's just his clan's ability, the Sharingan. He looks at Sasuke's eyes, and there's one Tomori in each, and he yells out, you awaken your Sharingan, maybe this will be a bit more fun. Naruto decides to play with Sasuke and lowers his speed, so the Sharingan would be able to track him. And he moves. Everyone else, he still moves kind of like a blur, but they can kind of see him as well. And he flies towards Sasuke with a punch. Sasuke manages to block it until he hears his arm start cracking. And he breaks away from Naruto by jumping. His arm's slightly fractured, and he's like, what is this power? At least now I'm one step closer to taking on Itachi. Now we have the same eyes. And Lucifer starts laughing and says, wow, you've really got on his last nerve. And he yells, well, Sasuke, you seem to be able to keep up with my speed. Why don't we change that? And Naruto goes up to a higher speed where no one can see him again, and he starts bouncing around. Sasuke just sees a blur while no one else can see Naruto, really. And he's like, you were holding back? You still don't take me seriously? Naruto kicks Sasuke in the stomach, but he doesn't let him go flying. He makes sure he flies into the ground and bounces up. Before he can manage to see him, Naruto's already up there. And there's a weird orb of dark energy in his hand. It looks like a black hole, and he slams it into Sasuke. This destroys Sasuke's skin, burning him, but also freezing him, and breaks multiple bones all around Sasuke's body, not just the place he hit him. And he goes flying out the arena, bloodied, unconscious. And everyone's scared of Naruto at this point, because they look at his eyes. Both of them are red and glowing. But Naruto blinks, and it goes back to only one. Everyone wonders, what is Naruto's power? And they link it to his eyes. Well, mainly Sakura and Hinata link it to his eyes. As they're the most intelligent ones there, but Ino's slowly making the link as well. But Shikamaru straight away linked it before anyone else. Before Naruto even showed that power, as his eyes, when Naruto got angry, his eyes would glow, and he suddenly got quite a bit stronger. And then Naruto just said, I guess I'm Rookie of the Year now. Anyway, I hope you guys miss me, and he walks out until Iruka grabs him and says, you went too far there. Naruto uses Bloodlust again and places his hand on Iruka's stomach, just an inch away, and he says, I told you not to touch me or treat me like I'm one of your little kids. And his eyes glow for a split second, and he just pushes his hand slowly, and he's hit Iruka's stomach, sending him flying across the arena into a wall, and he carries on walking out. Anyway guys, I hope you did enjoy this What If. I know I'm taking this pace a bit slow. Normally by episode 2, Naruto's already beaten up Zabuza, but he hasn't even became a Genin yet. Other than that, I hope you guys do enjoy, and share with your friends and family, hit the like goal, make sure you subscribe, and yeah, let's try to hit 6k before the end of, what's the next month? I'm stupid. August. Before the end of August. Here's a really hard challenge. I go back to school on the 2nd of September. Try to get me to 10k before I go back to school. Because going to 10k is a huge brag. Like, damn. But yeah, I hope you guys do enjoy, and peace out, man. Bye.